Look at that. Yeah, 6:59, October 3rd, Friday. 61.3 degrees out here in my garage. I'll show that again when some subscribers get out here. Just get all set up here. Yeah, it's gonna be Tiki Bird, Tiki Silver Pour Friday. Woo! Yeah, brother. Okay. Let's see. Let me refresh this page. Try to get my laptop going, and I'll be able to chat with you guys in the beginning. Uh, Once I get pouring, I may not concentrate on the chat as much. Hey, Chew, number one. Woo! Good afternoon, Chew. How you doing? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I'm just getting all situated. I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off. Yeah. No, got my coffee. I got some water. I got some mustard, and in case my hands start cramping, I got some awesome blueberries. Check out them blueberries. Dennis Jimenez, hello. Rakamas, hello. Good to see you. Mm-mm-mm. Wow, them are good. Them are delicious. I'm hoping maybe I get some magnesium and some potassium from them. I do have my coffee. I always have my coffee. Yeah, but yeah, I know. I got me some water too. I got to stay more hydrated just in case of an emergency. One never knows. Scrap metal racing. Woohoo! I got the mustard cure. I like it on my hot dogs, but when you take a whole big tablespoon like that, it's kind of okay, but I wouldn't say it tastes yummy. Yeah, we're gonna do a silver pour. We're gonna do a couple of silver pours. Let's see. I got. Oh, I don't know. You guys can't see that. I got the tiki one there. I'm kind of set up. I got a few things. I'm gonna sit here and chat with you guys. Yeah, gross. Bleh, bleh. Yeah, I'd rather much take a tablespoon of ketchup. Happy Friday, Danielle. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm doing something new here. I got the tea auto furnace all kicked up, ready to go. It's already the crucible that's in there is cherry red hot. Let me show you guys. Got to unplug my cord here. My battery is low, and I got it plugged in. I just kind of want to take that out of the way for the moment. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Let me get that up out of the way. I can show you the crucible just in case I need it again. But there's the two auto furnaces. Ooh, look at that. You see that short? There's Pumpkin. She's a happy pumpkin. Yeah, and then I got Collector. Collector's over there watching over me. My buddy J Dog. He's there. We're going to talk about that bear right there and that dragon. I'm going to maybe do a poll, see who wants to. I'll do a poll on whether they want me to pour a silver bear or silver dragon in that kinetic sand. We'll pour a coin. It's going to be for me, and we'll pour some tiki pours. Pumpkin! Woo! Pumpkin, look at that. Did you see my video, my short that I posted for you? I think that's you. That's you. You're such a happy pumpkin. And happy birthday when it comes up. I hope you enjoyed that short if you hadn't seen it. You shared the video on your awesome, awesome. But I'm doing something that I haven't done before. It's not melting silver, it's not pouring silver. I've got a crucible in here with nothing in it. Nothing in it. It's cherry red hot. And I wanted to show you guys the process. I'm thinking I've got 10 ounces of silver shot right here. That should melt up pretty quickly, especially with that blueberry didn't go down very well. I was eating blueberries. I'm at 1200 degrees Celsius. It's set at 1200 degrees. It's the highest. It's Celsius. And that crucible that's in there is 1200 degrees. From several months ago, I looked in one of my crystals and I had a small little hunk of silver. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that in there right now. I'm going to throw that in there right now. Oh, hold on. I gotta move Pumpkin over. Sorry, Pumpkin. Move you over just a little bit. I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that in there. Close it up. And I'm gonna actually pour. I don't know how much silver I should be doing. I don't know. That when I do that pour right there, that's roughly going to be about 2.75 to 2.8 ounces of silver. I know those are about 1.3 ounces. Those tikis, I'll probably pour one of those and a couple of those. So we're talking like 3, 4, 5. I'm talking about half of that should do. I want a little extra. So I'm going to do a poll to see if you guys want me to pour in this kinetic sand, and I can make that as we go, as the silver's melting, or that dragon. I'm going to do a poll, and I'm going to create one, see which one that the census thinks I ought to pour. I don't think I'm going to pour all that in there, but let me set you guys up here real quick. Back on the tripod. Sorry for moving you guys all the way around. The Shoops Workshop. Woo! Scrap metal racing, brother. Member. Ding, 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 ding. Yay. Woo! I think we got another member in here too. We got a few. Awesome. Good to see you, Scrap Metal. I hope you're not driving right now, brother. Okay, let me just get you guys to get that situated there. Yeah, a lot of this was sort of a little bit of a race to get things going here. But like I said, I've got that 2 auto furnace. It's a, oh, look at that. Shiny. I'm not going to tip it over, dump it into the crucible with the plastic. I tried that back when my very first started to pour, and it started to melt the plastic. It started to melt the plastic, so I ain't going to do that again. But needless to say, I'm going to take these little tongs. I'm going to put that in my pouring dish, a little dish here. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to try to turn it around so you guys can see me actually pour it in there. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for that to melt. It shouldn't take too long. Making sure that, well, I would hate to have to, that's not fitting quite right. I think my prongs need to be bent a little bit. But I'm going to take that, I'm going to pour that in. I'm going to show you that I'm pouring it in. Mentally corrupted J-Dog. Woo! Yeah, brother. I got 3 chaperones tonight. 1, 2, 3. No, I got 4 chaperones tonight. I got Share Bear right there. Yeah, and I have Pumpkin. Happy Pumpkin right there. I also have my brother J-Dog. Woo! J-Dog's over there supervising 7 stacks. Good to see you. And then I have Collector. Arr, arr, arr. I hope she makes it in here. I haven't seen her yet. But let's pour that in there. Like I said, I haven't attempted this yet because I usually put my metals in there once I turn the furnace on. But the furnace is on 1200 degrees. That crucible is already up to 1200 degrees. You correct me if I'm doing anything wrong, J-Dog. But I've got the silver shot. I got the silver shot right here. I didn't pour it all in, but I'm going to dump it right into that 1200 degrees crucible. I'm going to let it trickle in there. It's the first time doing it like this. And this maybe wasn't too good of an idea. This is going to be a slow. Oh, yeah, like I thought, I got little pieces spilling. Yeah, I got little pieces spilling. What can I do? I got little pieces of silver spilling. I thought this would work. Uh-oh, I got silver all over now. Oh my, yeah, that wasn't the greatest idea. That wasn't a good idea. Now I got little silver pieces all over the place. Let me see if I can't knock these in here at least. Knock these in here. Yeah, I won't do that again. Yeah, can you guys see that? Yeah, you can. I got little silver shots all over the place. Let me get those in there. Yeah, I think it's better to have probably put it in the crucible It's a learning thing. I thought I could pour that in there. I guess I'd have to have some type of a funnel. Now I got little silver shot pieces all over the place. Kind of want to get them away from there because I don't want them to melt in there. I'll pick them up afterwards. I'm just gonna knock them off to the side. Get those off from there. Yeah, I just learned something what not to do. Oh man, I got a lot of silver here. I'll find it afterwards. I just don't want it to melt on the top of there. I'm going to be on a search. I'm going to be on a search later, finding all these little pieces of silver shot. I just don't want them, like I said, to melt in there. I'm not paying attention to the chat. I apologize. Get off from there, get off from there, get off from there. Don't want you in there. There you go. Let me close that up real quick. I know I don't have as much silver as I wanted to. Let me see here. Oh man, I should have called you, J Dog. Use a funnel. I don't have a funnel. That is a great idea. I have a funnel, but it's a plastic funnel, and that would definitely melt. This is what I did one time before. Let me try to think of something that I can use. Whoops! I just broke that. I was squeezing it. Let me see. I'm going to try to put it all in there. Let me put my PPE on. I'm going to try to pour it in there. I'm going to try to stay away from that top of that crucible because of the fact it will melt that plastic really easy. That's working pretty good. You guys can't see it, but I'm going to pour it all in there. I should have just under 10 ounces of pure 999 silver shot in there. Less what I spilt, which I'll have to find afterwards. There's silver shot all over my floor. Alrighty. I'm going to put that on there. And like I said, I don't believe it should take very long. But let me get a poll started. Let me zoom you guys in real quick to show you what's going on over here. And I'll show you what I want to pour. And I'm going to create hey, Sean Stafford, good to see you. Yeah, I think that silver is going to melt pretty quick. There's 10 ounces in there. It should melt fairly quick. Littlefoot, woo! 10 ounces, Troy. I'll pick it up, he says. Another member, Raspberry Hedgehog, Littlefoot, woo! Good to see y'all. Thank you, Son. Good to see you as well. Also, looks like your Friday project has been going. Your Friday project's been going. You going to get her done? T minus 3 minutes. I think it may take a little bit more than 3 minutes for that to melt. But let me get a poll here. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing. I want to pour this. I poured one for a subscriber, Jeff Rubin. He sent me the silver for it, and it went over. It's a 2 ounce mold, but it actually, when you pour it full to the top, it holds like 2.75 to 2.8 ounces of Troy of silver. And this tiki pour, I'm going to pour probably 2 of them. One's definitely going to be for me because I haven't had one. Jeff wanted the very first #1 tiki pour, and I sent that along with him to him. So I'm going to pour a silver coin for me, tiki pour for me, and then probably another one. And then I got some kinetic play sand right here. It's not going to be in my flask in Petrobond, but I'm going to do an impression of that right there, right here with you guys. But I'm going to see if you guys, I don't know which side I'm going to do, but I've done a copper piece of this guy right here. And I think I'll probably do this side. It may be, no, maybe I'll do that side. I forget what side. The other side was more difficult to do. So maybe I'll do this side. I don't know. But I'll do an impression in the kinetic placing of either that dragon or the front part of this bear. I'll put a poll up and I'll see what the census says. See which one you guys want. I don't even know how many people we got out here, members or subscribers. 17 people, 17 likes. Awesome. And my video and sound is 5 times 5, I assume. Biggest stacker in the house. Woo! Good evening, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you, brother. Let's see if I can't create a poll. I know I can. I've done it before. It's been a while. I see Justin already says dragon. But let's do a poll. Create a poll. Where is it? There it is. How do you do the percentage? Add an option, maybe. Add an option. I don't know. Okay. Ah. Dragon or bear. Sand, cast, pour. Okay, I'm going to leave it as this. I'm typing out dragon or bear, sand, cast, pour. And if you want the dragon, which is the first one in the question, that'll be a question mark. Where's my question mark on here? There it is. Dragon or bear, sand, cast, pour. If you want the dragon, hit yes. If you don't want the dragon, hit no. If I got more no's than yeses, I'm going to do the bear. If I got more yeses, I'm going to do the dragon. Well, let's see. Did that work? Start a poll. I'm going to get rid of that option. Add an option. There we go. There's the poll. It should be there. So I'm sort of new to the poll thing, but select yes if you want to see a dragon. Me make a dragon cast in the kinetic play sand, and select no if you want to see the bear. If you want me to do a bear, and we'll let that poll run for a little bit. So far, I'm getting a lot of yeses on the dragon. I'm getting a lot of yeses on the dragon. Everybody wants to see a dragon pour. That's going to be this little pour here. I don't know whether I'll do the side with the tail or over here, but I'll compress it. And that's what I'll be doing right now. Let me put my PPE gloves back on. I'm going to peek into the crucible to see how that silver is doing. It's doing pretty good. It's all nice and hot down there, but it's not melted yet. See, this is what I was telling you about what I did like before, but I stayed away about an inch. Can you see? Of course, I busted it when I was greasing it, but look right there. The heat from that crucible right there was already starting just me. I was about an inch or two above it, and it started to melt it. It started to melt it. The first time when I first started pouring, I was pouring silver and I accidentally touched the crucible with it, and wow, instant flames, instant flames. All right, 70% so far. Woo! 70%. Look at that. You got the emojis. Thank you, Raspberry. Dragon emoji. Awesome. And like I was talking about in one of my live streams, and on my live streams, I think I have it enabled to where it gives highlights. So every live stream I do, it randomly picks an area where it does a highlight. And I've been posting those and tagging at the bottom on a link. So you can go to that exact live stream that I did. I've been doing that. But always when you're doing something and you're working with metals, pouring metals, melting metals, always wear your PPE. PPE is leather gloves, welding gloves, something that's going to keep you safe. And Mentally Corrupt may be able to confirm this or not. I see that he uses them a lot. Can't see me. I know. You can't see me. But these right here, J-Dog, if you're still, Daisy May, another member, welcome member. Woo! Yes, these, I got you guys zoomed in. Let me zoom you back out for a minute. Always wear your PPE And don't jump into anything. These are what come with the 2 auto furnaces. They're big mittens, big mittens. I'm not comfortable with them. They're bulky. So I didn't like them. It's nice. I'll wear them in the wintertime. Yeah, I'll wear them. I got 2 different pairs, but they're not for me. Um, Hold on just a second here. I got another device here. I'm watching. I'm on somebody's play stream and it just goofed. So give me just a moment here. I want to reactivate it, keep it going for them. Okay, there we go. I go to a lot of my other subscribers' playlists and I try to watch them and help them in the watch hours. But if you're getting into melting metals, especially copper, they have a lot of caustic fumes, a lot of caustic, dangerous fumes. Now, in my garage, I'm fairly fortunate because there's a little bit of a breeze. Well, you can't see it right now unless I move the camera. I got my back garage door open. I got my front garage door open. I got the up in the upper loft. I have a window open, so I've got a little bit of an air current in here. It's worse with copper than it is with silver, but you always want to have good ventilation. I'm not trying to teach you or trying to train you, but if you're ever interested in pouring, please do your homework. Speaking of which, gotta go heating up for Friday. Oh yeah, that's right. You do a Friday night thing already. Mentally corrupted. I'll go check that out later. Thank you so much for stopping by. But always make sure if you're a novice, make sure whether you're a novice or not, make sure you have some type of a helmet, a safety helmet, to where if anything splatters, you can have that on and wear that. Make sure to wear your PPE. Uh, Make sure to have gloves on when you're pouring. Be comfortable at what you're doing. Don't just jump into something you don't know nothing about. I've worked with metals a lot of my life. Welding, arc welding, MIG welding, TIG welding, soldering, brazing. Um, and about a year ago, I started getting into it. But I studied it a little bit before I even started melting metals, before I got my furnace. And then I finally took the dive. I just had to buy the furnace. And I got the furnace. And I've been doing extremely well with it so far. You'll still be here, just stepping away. Oh, no problem, J Dog. Appreciate you, brother. I used to wear welding gloves like that every day at work. Yeah, yeah, these are some nice gloves. These are some really nice gloves. I got some other ones that I wear as well that I like. Uh, they're they're a little thinner. They're not as bad. Them are welding gloves as well. They're very nice. They're light. They do the trick. But I don't need these on right now. And let me see how that pulls them. Well, everybody wants a dragon. Everybody wants a dragon. That's awesome. Cool. Well, I'm going to get started on doing this then. I still got from the last time I did, the last time when I had did this. Let me zoom you guys in so you can maybe see what I'm doing a little bit. Maybe change the angle of the camera. Point you down a little bit because I might get right up in front here. There you go. Now I'm going to pour this in silver. I'm going to pour this in silver. I don't know if I'll do this first or second, but it looks like the dragon's at 80%. Everybody wants to have a dragon. So I'm going to try to decide which side I want and how I want to place them in here. I'm going to make an impression of them. I'm going to take one of my blocks. These are one of my graphite blocks. I'm going to take this, and I already got some older play sand that I've used. I cleaned out some of the old junk, and I put a little extra on the top. And all I'm doing is I'm trying to compress it just a little bit. I'm trying to get it packed and tight. The more packed I have it, and the tighter I have it, the better the details are going to come out in this. And it ain't going to be perfect because this is not, the sand is not that fine. It's a little more coarser than the Petrobond for the flask. But it still comes out pretty good. Let me see here. How do I want that to be positioned? I always think about how I want it positioned, how I'm going to be pouring it, and how I want it to go.
the way the metal flows. I think I'm going to go this way because I'm going to pour that way. I'd really like to have the tail there, but it usually doesn't work out very good. Oh, that moth. I got a moth, a miller. I got a moth. It's flying around me. Now all I'm doing is I'm compressing this into the sand. And this is just going to be a real quick job at it. It's not going to be perfect. I'm going to compress that in the sand. And I'm going to wiggle it around just a little bit. I don't think this is going to be as deep as I want it to be. Not laughing at your at your shake. I was having some issues sometimes just due to nerves damage. Oh yeah, no powder. No, my silver journey. Not in the kinetic play sand. I don't need any powder on this. If I was using the Petrobond on the flask, I would probably need some powder, but not on this one. No, this sand doesn't really quite stick to it. Like I said, I usually do this. I've done this a few times with the copper pours. I just want to have something different, and I'm going to pour this for myself. And it's nice of you to stop by here. Thank you so much, my silver journey. I appreciate you. Thank you.
And as you can see, like I said, the sand doesn't really stick a whole lot to that. It ain't going to be a perfect one because it's going to be an open sand cast pour. And don't show much right now, but you can see that. And could I have done a better job at that? Yeah. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 tries to get it, and I may compress it more, but I think I'm a little happy with that. I'm going to be fine. It's my silver. It's going to be my piece, and I'll be fine with whatever it is. And if it comes right down to it, and if I ever need to, I can just remelt it. Now, all I'm going to do is try to figure out how I want to be able to pour this so the silver flows better. I'll keep that there for right now off to the side. I'm going to take a look at the silver, my pure 999 silver shot that I put inside my crucible. I'm going to see how it's doing. But let me move my snacks, my blueberries. I'll get those out of the way. And it's still the consensus is saying 84. Select yes. I mean, I've already pressed the same. I already pressed the drag it in there. Oh my, OMG. Woo! Like I told you, it worked. It worked. I started this stream about 7 o'clock. It's 7:26. It's 63.6 degrees out here. October the 3rd, Friday. Woo! Let me dismount you and let you guys look into the bowels of the crucible. Check out the liquid silver. Woo! Are you ready? Are you ready for it? And I'll be about 1.5 feet of it. There's Collector, my buddy J Dog, Chair Bear, and Pumpkin. They're all supervising me. Let's take a look into the bowels of the crucible. I'm about 1.5 feet above this. And if you can see it shimmering around down there, try to get you guys close where you can see it. It's difficult to do, but you should be able to see the metals in there. The molten metal shimmering around. It's tough to get it zoomed in right because it's so bright. But there's looking into the bowels of the crucible. Zoom you guys back out, and we'll do some pouring. I'll close that back down just so the top of that crucible can heat back up. Because as that cools down, that's what makes those ladles. That's what makes those ladles. And I'm a little, I got this kind of set up in a way how I can put a map gas torch on it once I heat it up. So I can kind of get a little bit of ripples in the oxygen. It helps keeps the oxygen off there, so it's a little cleaner, and it gets the ripples a little better. So just read out in the chat. I'm not going to create a poll. That poll's already good. Which one do you think you guys want to? I think we're going to do this first. What do you guys think? We'll do the coin pour first, and then we'll go for the tiki. I'm going to turn that map gas on. I'm going to have it on there, position it. For right now, all I'm going to do, because if you watched any of my other pouring, I usually like to take an older, any type of an older type crucible, and I like to get myself positioned in a comfortable way before I pour, so I know about where I'm going to be pouring and where I'm going to be. I could probably do it back to back. That's gonna, the flame's gonna come down there. If I do that, if I go back to back, he's gonna be just a secondary pour without any flames. They're gonna be mine. Let me just set this down, and we'll get some silver going, and we'll do a few pours. Maybe I should do the dragon first. Snake bite! Woo! Awesome. Good to see a snake bite. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please smash that like button, brother. Yeah, I just got monetized sometime within the past week. It's not at the 4,000 hour level yet, but I am monetized, and I think I've got over 11 members now. Over 11 members, and it's pretty awesome. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Check Stacker today had gave away 5 memberships. He purchased 5 memberships on my channel, and they weren't just T-Bird level 1 memberships. They were T-Bird level 3 memberships. I just noticed that after the live, a little while afterwards, I was blown away. Oh, that was so awesome. That was really awesome. But let's get that dragon poured first. You guys good with that? Pouring the dragon first? I think I want to pour that dragon first and get that done and out of the way with, and do that. Looks like that sand fell a little bit. Oh boy, let me see. Let me see if I can't put him back in there and touch him up a little bit. Yeah, some of the sand fell. Let me try to press this back in here real quick. Sometimes when you pull it out, the sand kind of falls in on itself on smaller areas. Oh, no. Let me take this over here for a second so I'm more comfortable with messing around with it. Bear with me for a moment here. There we go. There, that's better. Yeah, I like that better. Now I'm hoping that when I pour that, it's going to flow into everything. Let's do that. I'm going to put my PPE on, my gloves on. You guys ready to pour? Woo! CM Prospecting, how you doing? Good to see you. Now, I may not be paying as much attention to the chat. Like I said, this is 1200 degrees metals, melted metals I'm dealing with. So I may not see each and everything of what you're typing if you're asking everything, but I've got to be cautious in what I do. But here we go. Once I pour that, it's going to smoke a little bit because of the stuff, the way the play sand is made. Then I'm going to take it out of there with my tongs, and I'm going to take it and knock it on the floor, and we'll do a quench in the quench water. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit so you can see a little bit better action here. I'll try to keep it to where you can see the quench water. Let's see, that should be enough there. There we go. Yeah, it's so awesome to see you out here, my silver journey. Thank you so much. Here we go. It's in my 1 kilo crucible. I don't like the 1 kilos, but here we go. Oh, no. Didn't get the wing. Oh, I never put the propane torch on it either. Never put the propane torch. Let me knock that little ladle back in there so we get some molten metal again. It's going to smoke. We'll let that set a little bit and solidify up. You guys start thinking about how much you think that might weigh. Start thinking about how much you think that might weigh. When I pull that out of there, it's going to catch on fire. You're going to see a little bit more smoke. And maybe still a little bit liquid on the inside. There it is. Let me get that out of there. Knock some of this sand off. Oh man, look at that. I see golden colors. I see golden colors. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's go for the quench. You guys ready for it? Part of his wingtip didn't come out. But that's all right. There we go. I'm going to do a slow quench. I don't want any popping because when there's thicker metal, it's sometimes molten on the inside. Whew. Oh, that wasn't that much of a quench at all. He didn't give me hardly any troubles. Wow. He's got some color on him. Let me knock him off. I'm brushing that sand off him. Where is, don't really want to use that wire brush on him. I have another brush. Oh, let me see. I'll just try to rinse them off with my hands. Wow. Wow. Out of my other silver pours, I've never seen that. That was pure silver shot that I put in there. I haven't seen gold texture like that. That's kind of unique. Where is my, oh, let's see here. No, not that wire brush. Here it is. I found it. Yeah, I got different brushes. I don't really want to use the metal wire brush on them. I'm going to use this synthetic one. I'll clean them up and I'll show them to you. You guys tell me what you think. The piece of his wingtip didn't come out, but overall, it ain't too bad. And it's my silver dragon. Woo! Hooked in the field. Or that tiki bar after that. Well, I coin mold, then we'll do the tiki bar. Now hold depending on what we got. Check this out. Can you see? Can you see the golden color on that? Ah, J-Dog, why did I get like a little golden color on that? I think it may be a little bit partially to do with the sand. It may have had something to do with the oxides and the metals with the conjunction with the sand, the kinetic play sand. I'll have to clean that up afterwards with some copper cleaner. Who wants to go for a weight on that for bragging rights? Let's for bragging rights. Let's see. Let me move my drinks out of the way. I'm going to look back into the crucible real quick. Oh yeah, I got a lot of silver in there. I didn't put 10 ounces in there, just shy of 10 ounces because I spilled a little bit. I'll move you guys over here. Get you pointed down so you can see the scale. And tell me what you think your guesses are. And this is going to be for troy ounces because it's a precious metal. It's not copper. Copper is measured in regular ounces, and we're on troy ounces. I'm tearing it out. It's pretty thick. It's pretty hefty. You guys take some guesses. I hope that's coming out nice and clear. No, it's not, is it? Let me tap my screen. Ain't too bad. Looks like a pterodactyl. Don't look like a dragon. Looks like a bird. I see birds everywhere. Okay. Somebody keep track of it. I know Snakebite, I think he was the first one. It said 3.4 ounces. Scrap Metal Racing said 3.7. CM Prospecting says 4 ounces. My Silver Journey says 96 grams. Ooh, he's going in grams. He's brave. Raspberry Hedgehog 4.4. Rasbo says 5. Good to see you, Rasbo. Woo! Oh, I think when Larry Sings, how you doing, Larry Sings? Another member. Yay! Woo! He said 65.8. That may have been a typo. When Larry Sings, I don't know. That can't be 65.8 ounces. I wish it was. Woo! You missed it. Yeah. Have you ever? It may be because I poured it in the sand. Check in the kinetic play sand. I've got like a gold tone. That was pure 999 silver shot that I got from Monumental Metals. I poured in there, and that was a brand new 1 kilo crucible that I had seasoned just the other day. I don't think I can think is from the oxides from the metals the silver metal and the kinetic play sand is why I got that like gold toning in there. Can you see that? The tip of the wing didn't come out, didn't pour into the little tip of the wing, but other than that, it came out pretty good. And it looks like a little baby pterodactyl. Not a dragon, but I don't know. Dragon. All right, let's go for a weight. Here we go. 6.5 when Larry Singh says, I'm going to turn this on, and I am on troy ounces. Whoop, you guys can't see it. Get you over there. Zoom you in a little bit. And then we'll pour that coin pour. This will tell me if I'm going to have enough. We're on troy ounces. Woo! 3.68. 3.68 troy ounces. 999 pure silver. Somebody was awfully close. I'm not sure who it was. If I'm not mistaken, I'd have to scroll up, but I think it might have been snakebite. I think it might have been snakebite. I'm not sure. Scott Metal Racing was over just by. He was so close. He is the closest. I never said you couldn't go over. 3.7. Wow. 96. Let's see what it is in grams. Let me change this to grams. My silver journey was close, but it wasn't enough. In grams, it's 114.4 grams. But in troy ounces, go back to troy, 3.68. Awesome. I don't think anybody got any closer than Scrap Metal Racing. Bragging rights. Woo! Nice job, Scrap Metal. Yeah. All right. That's awesome. That's really wicked, though. Wow, check that out. Look at the golden hue on him. I've never poured silver in the kinetic play sand. That's the first time. Check out the golden hue. I think I'm going to leave him just like that. I don't think I'm going to clean him up at all, even with the copper cream. Maybe just on the back a little bit on the back. I think I'll clean the back up with the silver rates cream, just the back. But I'm going to leave that. I think that's cool. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to set him off to the side. I'm going to reposition you guys. Get you guys back over there. Oops. Make sure I didn't hit the mute button like I did one time. 5 times 5, everyone. Let me get you back over there so you guys can see everything. Zoom you guys back out just a little bit. And we'll pour the, I think what I'll do is I'll pour the bar and then shoot right over to the TIKI. Because that was 4. So we should have at least just under 6 troy ounces left there. Zoom you guys in a little bit. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to position these, and I haven't heated them up yet. Got a little grain of silver that popped out of there. Let me throw that into the crucible. Yeah, there we go. I wish I had time to pick up all those other little pieces that I spilled. I could throw those in there too. And here's one. I'll throw that in there. Let me heat those up a little bit. I'm going to turn that furnace, the nat gas on. I'm going to use my tongs. Heat that up a little bit. Make sure there's no moisture on it. Get the Mr. Tiki in there. I'll warm him up just a little bit because I just very well might go back to back. Very well likely to go back to back. I'll get my CPU goes on here in a minute. I just want to get myself comfortable. And the angle that I want to go with, yeah, that's going to work pretty good for me. I think I like that. I don't want to keep that nat gas torch on that too long. Well, here we go. Let me get my PPE on. I'll go ahead and we'll pour that. I'm doing the coin pour first, and I might shoot right over to the tiki bar. Five times five. Here we go. Silver bar. Oh, yeah, silver bar pour. Here we go. Tiki bar. Woo! He's gonna be a fat boy. He's gonna be a fat bar of silver. Got a little spill there. Shut that hot gas torch off. Get that out of the way. Do a quench. Woo! Yeah, we got a little extra silver there. I'll throw that back in there. Get that tiki bar out of there. He's a fat boy. Here we go. You guys ready for the quench? Let me get my other tongue. That'll work a little better. My very first, it's the second bar or the second coin pour. Well, you can give me a very good quench. Get the tiki in there. See if he screams. Yeah, a little scream out of him, a little screech. I'll set him right down here. And get that coin out of there. It's going to be number 2 coin pour. And it's going to be mine. And number 2 tiki bar silver pour. Let's check out this. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. I don't even think you guys are going to be able to see that. That's amazing. I will hope the rest of it's like that. Wow. Oh, let me close my cover. Let me close my cover on my 2 out. I just took my PPE gloves off. There's my very first coin pour of my own. Is it check? Can you see that? I mean, there's a little bit of tarnish in here that'll come off with the silver cream. You can't quite see it, but it's like a sparkly effect. Ah, wow. Let me turn you guys here so I can see the camera to see if you guys see. Yeah, you guys can see that. Wow. I have never seen that. I've done some silver pouring and I've used the same type of silver shot. Wow. When I use a copper cleaner on that, you can almost see it even through that. Wow. OMG. It's like a blue sparkly effect. I don't know how I did that. I have no idea. I have no idea. And here's the tiki. Wonder if the tiki has that. There's Mr. Tiki. Yeah, he looks like he's got it too. A little bit, maybe. Not as much, but a little bit. That's a little odd. Wow. I don't know why. I don't know why, but who wants to take some guesses? You should know pretty much what that coin is going to be. Let's take some guesses on that coin. We'll weigh that coin. I'll get you guys back over here. I think I have enough metal to maybe pour one more tiki. Yeah, I think I do. It's going to be a tough one because there ain't as much silver in there, but we'll find out. Some guesses on the my number 2 coin pour with the awesome sparkles. What do you guys think? Think of what you might think it may weigh. And while you guys are taking some guesses, I'm gonna come over here and move my other 2 auto furnace because I've got some silver shot that just kicking around. I'm gonna try to find it and throw it in the 2 auto. No, I don't got much on the table here. No, it all fell inside. I only see like 1 or 2 pieces. 1 or 2 pieces. I know where the rest of it went though. It ain't gonna be very hard to get. We got a few guesses out here. Wes Adams, 33.3. It might be a typo. No, it wouldn't be 33 ounces. I only put 10 troy ounces in there. Justin says 2.23. CM Prospector says 2.6. Asbury Hedgehog says 2.25. When Larry Singh says 3.2. Woo! Adam West got 3.33. Let's check it out. I'm not 100% sure, but I know what my copper pours were like. I think this one just slightly under. My own personal guess, I'm going to say it's 2.68. 2.68. Troy ounces. Let me make sure I'm on Troy ounces. And yeah, I'm on out Troy ounces. Let me get you guys down so you can see. I'll zoom you in a little bit. 2.68, I think maybe a little bit heavy. It may be even a little lighter than that. Let's find out. Troy ounces. 2.42. Woo! Who got close? I think, let me see. Raspberry Hedgehog got the closest without going over. Woo! Let's see, 2.5. Snakebite was over just by a little bit. Yeah, he was thinking about the same as I was. Let's put that tiki bar on there. Any guesses on the tiki bar? He's a little hefty boy. He's a little hefty boy. I told you at the beginning of the stream how much the first one weighed. If you're there from the beginning of the stream, you might have a good chance for bragging rights and what you think this is. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to see what it is ahead of time. Ooh, my. Oh. Why that popped out from there. I don't need that. I'll set that off to the side for right now. I'm about to tear that out. Yeah, he's a hefty one. Hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka, hookah chaka. We got some guesses. Justin says 1.87. CM Prospect says 2.2, 2.35, 2.88. All good guesses. All good guesses. Here we go. You're going to set it on there. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. Can you guys see that? 1.75 Troy ounces. Justin Winch was the closest. He went over. That's fine. He was the closest. He's got bragging rights. Woo! Awesome. So we got 3 different pours. I'm going to set that over there. I got a couple of small pieces of silver. I'm going to throw them right into the crucible. They'll melt up in seconds. Where's that other little piece? There's that other little piece. I'm going to throw that in there. And we're going to pour one more tiki bar. Let me turn around, get this off from here, and move this off to the side. Set this over on top of my other graphite molds. I'm going to put him here. Oh, I got another little baby piece of silver. You guys can't see, but I can see it. Little bead. I'll show you. See that little tiny bead of silver? Little tiny ball. I'll throw that up in there. Now I see something else on top of my thing here. I can throw that in there too. Let me knock it off. No, okay, there it is. All right. Exit positioned again. I'm not going to put the torch on it. I'm going to put the torch and heat the mold up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and pour that tiki bar. Go ahead and pour that tiki bar. Number 3, silver pour. Let me just make sure I'm in a good, comfortable spot. Yep, that'll work for me. That'll work. Yeah, if you haven't smashed that like, and please smash that like button for me. I'd appreciate it if you did. That'd be awesome. Okay, heat that up real quick. Nap gas torch. This is going to be a little bit of a difficult pour because I'm getting down towards the end of what I have in there. And that's why I chose to use the the 1 kilo. I chose to use the 1 kilo because of the fact there wasn't a whole lot in there, and it would be easier for me to pour it. If I had a 3 kilo, I would have to come into a negative incline, and what would end up happening? The silver would shoot right out of there, and it would splatter and fly all over the place. Give me a second here. I didn't quite have that right. Let me put that back down here for a minute. I didn't have it positioned right where the pour spout was. So just bear with me for a second. Put the dragon over there just so that top of that crucible can warm up just a little bit more. 16 people, 35 legs. Woo! Yeah. I hope each and every one of you, when I have my 1,000 sub celebration, are here for it. I'll announce it a week or two ahead of time. About a week. Let me see. When I reach 1,000 subs, I'll have a big celebration. I didn't get to do my 750, but it's going to be a 750,000 sub celebration. It's going to be awesome. If you had been there for my other ones, stay tuned. It shouldn't be that far down the road, but once I reach it a week later, I will do it, and it'll be on the weekend, probably a Saturday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Let me read what Dennis says. The blue is the tiny bit of copper still remaining in the silver, is what the internet said. Crystallize, oxidize as it cooled. Well, that's kind of cool. That's kind of neat. The silver that I had, I was in a brand new crucible, never used, and it was pure silver shot. 999. Whoops, where's my camera here? 99 silver shot that I got from Monumental Metals. It was 3 point. This one was 3.11 troy ounce. Wait, what is that? No, 311.22. Okay, that's when I got it. 311.22. That's when I got that silver shot. That's a date that's on it. But it's 10 troy ounces of silver. 10 troy ounces. And I got it on March 11th of 2022. I didn't start my channel until last year, 24. So, I mean, that just goes to show you that I had already had plans on melting silver, melting copper way ahead of before I even started my channel. This isn't anything that I decided to do on the spur of the moment um, after I started my channel. That's where I used to get yours. Yeah, yeah, awesome. But Dennis had looked it up, and he's saying that the blue is a tiny bit of copper still remaining in the silver of what the internet said. It's possible. Did you see that? I'll show it to you real quick. I'll show it to you real quick, J Dog, in case you missed it. But look at on the back of that. Look at the look at what happened. I've poured silver before in the same stuff from Monumental Metals, but I've never, whatever I poured, I've never got that. It's like little it's like in the metal. It's in the metal. It's like it's like sparkly blue streaks. That's wicked. Have you seen that before, J Dog? I haven't seen that before. And the same thing with this, and I'm pretty sure it's got a little bit to do with the dragon. The gold toning has a little bit to do with maybe me pouring it into the kinetic play sand. I think it's got a little bit to do with that. Maybe a toning effect with it, with the stuff that what the kinetic play sand is made out of. Was that the Britain Mint 9999? No, this one's 4 9s. It was from Monumental Metals. It was 3 9s fine silver shot. You've had similar? How much would I sell those pieces for? I don't know. I'll be doing more in the future. The coin pour was kind of for me. In the tiki in the dragon, I don't know. I would have to consider it. But you are looking at the weights and the metals, and the spot price of metal of silver right now, so you can do the math. If I was to, I mean, you always got to consider. I mean, any of my pieces, most of my pieces are all considered for sale. There's some that'll be God away. I'm just going to go over this real quick. Uh, that coin was 2.43 ounce, 2.43 Troy ounces. The Tiki bar is 1.75 Troy ounces. And the Dragon that I poured is 3.67 Troy ounce, 3.68 Troy ounces. So, and you can get a consider a little time for my time, my materials, uh, my electric use for heating. There's a little bit of cost behind it. Um, so I don't really know, but then even shipping and handling, you're talking shipping and stuff like that. It's something I could consider in the future. Woo! Look at that. Awesome new member, CM Prospecting. Awesome level 1. Thank you so much. Let me end that poll. Let me hurry up and get that last tiki bar poured because we already did the dragon. We did the dragon. Far out, he says. Yeah. Not sure. Ain't out silver shop and somebody to make a pour and some of the cleanest silver I poured. Wow. Nice. Nice. All right. Let me heat that tiki bar, pour back up that hold up. We'll pour that tiki bar and then we'll go from there. I should have the matte gas foot rate on it, but I'm not going. I'm just gonna pour them. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour them. I got to get something set up better than what I have for holding the matte gas torch. This is going to be a little more difficult because I'm getting down on silver, and the liquid metal likes to shoot right out. It likes to shoot right out, and I'm not comfortable. I don't got that angled right. I don't like this. Woo! Boom, bada bing. And I'm just about out of silver. Flop that out. We'll get a quench on it. Yeah, he was a little over pour. Let me take my gloves off. Yeah, he got a little extra metal. Here goes a quench. Oh, geez, you guys didn't even see that. I'm so sorry. Oh, man. I apologize. Here goes the quench. I forgot I was zoomed in. Man, I feel terrible. I forgot you guys were zoomed into the thing there. You guys didn't even see me pour that. You didn't even see me pour it. Dang me. Dang me. They ought to take a rope and hang me from the highest tree. Woman, would you weep for me? Boop, 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 boom, boom. Little Roger Miller. Yeah, he's still warm. I'm sorry, guys. I had just zoomed in on there. You didn't. You missed the pour. You missed the pour, but you got the quench. There's number 3 T bar pour. You got a little extra. You got a little. It went just a little bit over, but I used all of the silver. I used all of the silver. That's what was left. Yeah, and I can even see the little blue crystals, crystalline, even within him. That's going to be cool to see when I clean the back of him up. I don't notice it as much in the front, but I do notice it on the back. I'm really interested what that's going to look like when I clean that up with the copper cream, just on the back. I'm just going to touch up the copper cream, get that little hazing off in there. I'm going to go ahead and let's see how much he weighs. Anybody want to take some guesses real quick? I'm going to go ahead and weigh it. You guys know what the other one was. Now I know what this one is. Do you? 1.74, 1.88, 1.84. I'm going to weigh it again. This is all in Troy ounces. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Oh, there we go. Snake Bike says 1.65. Scrap Metal Race says 1.76. Raspberry is 1.84. 1.88. West 1.74. For CM Prospecting, new member, 1998. Awesome. Woo. Thank you so much. 1.65. Well, let me see. I'll turn you back down again and zoom you into there. Let's see how much he weighs. Yeah, can't see that. I gotta get a bigger tabletop. 1.39. He's 1.39 troy ounces. Like I said, we'll go over these again real quick. 2.42. I think it was 3 before. It might be just on the verge. Verge going over to 3. Yeah, 2.43. Yeah, it's just under 2.43 troy ounces. The number 2 tiki bar pour, the first one I poured tonight, is 1.75 troy ounces. And the dragon, the golden dragon, 1.67 troy ounces. Let me see if he's on the verge. No, yeah, pretty close to 3.67 troy ounces. There we have it, guys. There we have it. Get you guys on the silver right here. You guys can see it. I'll sit here and talk with you guys for a little bit. You guys take a look at that. I'm going to turn around and shut this 2 auto furnace off. You got the dragon. You got the coin pour. Like I said, that's number 2 silver coin pour for myself. The dragon for me. And at some point in time, they could all maybe possibly be for sale. Who knows? Who knows? That was the number 2, the first pour of the night for the tiki. This is the second pour of the night. Tiki God. I had number 1, which Jeff Rubin has, and the coin of the tiki. Number 1 of the silver bar or coin pour Jeff Rubin has. He had purchased them. He sent me metal for it. He bought the other ones. And this is number 2. This is number 2 and number 3. And this is the very first dragon pour. At your guys' request on the poll, whether to do a bear or to do whether to do a bear or whether to do a dragon. I let you guys choose, and you chose the dragon. Another time we'll pour the bear. We'll do the bear, and maybe when I do the bear, maybe I'll do it in a 3D flask pour in the kinetic or the Petrobond sand. Squirrel pour, a squirrel pour. I wonder, I'd have to go out and buy something that resembled a squirrel or get something that resemble a squirrel. My Trixie, she would probably love that right next to her Danner hole. I seen her earlier today. I didn't have my camera in hand. She came with me. I fed her a few peanuts. I wish I would have caught that on camera. That would have been awesome. But I had nobody to hold the camera and no stand, no camera in hand. Yeah, later when I have more. Awesome. Littlefoot. Woo! Awesome. Thank you so much. Sent 100 for 2 jewels. Nice. Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Littlefoot. Appreciate you, brother. You are awesome. You are awesome. What time is it now? Oh, it's 8:08. I'm not sure who else is going on tonight. I know I'll be on Michael Stackens later on tonight. Big Daddy Warbucks, he says. Woo! Far out. yeah, scrap metal. If you didn't notice in the beginning, I don't know if you were here to begin this stream, but I came prepared. I came prepared just in case. Yeah, I brought out the mustard. You know what that's for, brother. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am drinking some water. I got water that I've been drinking, and coffee, and I've been eating some blueberries, some other things, so I can get some what do you call it? Not Pedialites. Electric lights is from some of the other stuff that I've been drinking, but also the potassium and magnesium. I'm not sure if blueberries have it, but somebody told me I should eat some blueberries and some bananas. And I went to the store and I seen the bananas they had, and I wasn't very impressed with them. They looked like they had been way over ripening, so I didn't get any. But thank you so much, each and every one of you. That's going to conclude tonight. Live stream, Tiki Friday, Silver Pour. I'm going to go check out my brother J Dog.
Looks like he's going to be doing a pour. He does a pour of usually Friday nights. I usually check out his videos. I'm going to go check him out. If anybody knows J Dog, Mentally Corrupted, uh, please grab his link and throw his link up there. Go see what he's all about. He's got an awesome channel. Let me see if I can go back here a little bit because he was in here not that long ago. Oh, let's see. He's in here somewhere. There he is. I can throw it up there unless somebody else grabs it for me and beats me to the punch. Open that new tab. My buddy J Dog. Let's see here. Share channel. Copy. And if you're not subscribed to J Dog, go give him a sub, give him a like, give him a thumbs up. And there it is. Thank you so much, Mentally Corrupted. You beat me to it. You're sub to him. Awesome. Awesome. If you're not sub to him, go give him a sub, give him a like, give him a comment so it sticks and YouTube don't take it away. Go check him out. He does a lot of porn. He does a Friday pours, so every day of the week. He's my little chaperone. Yeah, he is. That's my buddy, J Dog. There he is. Go check him out. Thank you so much, Pumpkin. It's not blue. I can't join anyone. Oh, hold on. Oh, Pumpkin. Oh, Pumpkin. Let me see before I leave. Before I leave, I'll fix you up, girl. I'll give you a little monitor status. I don't usually do that for a whole lot of people, but you're now a monitor. If that'll help you out, I don't know if you need it to be, but you should have been able to have a clickable link there. But how's that, Pumpkin? Does that make you feel better? I know that should bring a smile to your face. Look at you. Hold on. Yeah. You need to go to my short. If you had seen that, I don't know if you commented on it yet. You need to tell me which one you were. Is that you? Because that's who I chose you to be. A happy pumpkin. And once again, happy birthday, Pumpkin. Happy birthday. Great likeness. Awesome. English lacks sometimes. I might be missing something here, maybe from Dennis the Menace. No, okay, no. Okay, awesome. Yes, you did say that at the beginning of the stream. My bad. Yes. Yeah, I'm usually pretty busy and I haven't even got back to a lot of my comments yet. And unfortunately, YouTube, the YouTube studio, a lot of times it doesn't pull up the comments like they should. And I don't see them all. I have to go hunting and searching for them. I have to go to each video and look at the comments and scroll down through. And I have to sometimes do my extra diligence to make sure that I do respond and comment back to each and every one of you. But thank y'all. Thank you very much for stopping in and sharing my journey and my silver pouring, copper pouring in my studio here. I'm going to go outside and start a little pit fire out in my fire pit. And I'm going to start enjoying the evening. It's a pretty nice temperature out tonight. It's 61 degrees. It's 8:12. Take care, everyone. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're all my brothers. You're all my sisters. And I love you all. Take care. Have a good night. And what's the word? Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Bird's the word. Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Raspberry Hedgehog. Thank you, CM Prospecting. Thank you so much. Thank you, Pumpkin. My buddy J Dog. My Silver Journey that was in here earlier. Rackamoss. You guys are all awesome. You're all awesome. Scrap Metal Racing. Take care, brother. Stay safe. Alrighty, guys. T-Bird out. Have a good one, Littlefoot. I know you're still out there. Woo! Take care. Good night, all. T-Bird out.